baby.
You know what time it is. Time for the Essential AF podcast. Special Mother's Day live edition going on right now. I am your host, Jonathan C. Smith, and I got a great team, man. Let me introduce y'all to my folks. My girl, she's been rocking with me for over 10 years now, man. The homie, Stacey.
Oh, yeah.
Williams.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm one down well. I'm great.
No doubt. Got my guy, the professor, the teacher, Mr. Lee Johnson. What's happening with you, Playboy?
What's going on?
Yes, sir. We in here, baby. And last but certainly not least, my guy, my dog, my ace, man. Homie, Brandon. Uno, Steel. What's going on, my guy?
What up?
Hey,
Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Yes, sir. Happy Mother's Day to everybody out there, man. Hope all the moms had a great day. You know, you got all the cards, all the flowers, the gifts, all the special moms, man. We appreciate you guys so much. Well,
a pretty decent computer there.
We live on Facebook right now. Make sure you guys go like and share.
The stuff from that box down there.
Hey,
put on
you might have pushed mute, Brandon.
Brain down there to the left.
No, you won't be able to use that no more.
Mute Brandon, honey.
Hey, Brandon. Open the background, man.
No, it have to be transferred over.
Brandon, we live, man. What you doing?
Mute your background, Brandon. Can you hear us?
He can't hear.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah.
Mute your background, man.
You got where it was, dude.
No, I had some interruptions.
We know. Mute your background.
Hey, man, this man here, man, I swear. But we are live, guys, for the first time. We trying out something new. And hopefully, if this goes well, we will continue this format in the future as well. So make sure you guys like the page, when we share this joint. Make sure we go YouTube, go subscribe on our YouTube channel. You can find us at #EssentialAsFuck podcast on YouTube. We about to get into it. Man. We're going to have folks dropping in on us throughout this show. We're not going to be on live too long, about 30 minutes. But let's go ahead and get into it.
You got some people looking. Let me see. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Let's talk about a few things that's been going on since our last show that we did a few days ago. Man, it seems like we're losing all of our legends, guys. All of our legends are leaving us. They're going on to the upper room. We got to talk about that, man. We got to talk about the Erykah Badu, Jill Scott versus song battle last night. That was so entertaining. So many people tuned in on Instagram for that. We got to get into that as well. We got some more updates on the Ahmaud Arbery shooting down there in Georgia. Some more videos that were released on that. And we just gonna, have a good time. We're gonna freestyle, talk about some things, whatever's on your mind in the popular opinion as fuck segment coming up at the end. So let's go ahead and jump right into it, man. Make sure y'all go like and share once we get through with this live on Facebook that we're doing right now. And make sure you go on YouTube as well and go subscribe to our YouTube channel. But hey, man, listen, let's talk about it, man. Since the last show, Lee, man, we've lost some heavy hitters in the music industry. We've lost Uptown Records. Man, the guy, he was responsible for so many artists, Mr. Andre Harrell. When you talk about Uptown Records, you're talking about Mary J. Blige, you're talking about Jodeci, you're talking about Heavy D. He's responsible for P. Diddy. Like, none of these people we would have known about if it wasn't for Andre Harrell, man. The record owner extraordinaire, executive producer. He had so many hats, so many titles, man. Let's talk about his loss and, Little Richard and Betty Wright, man. This musical heavyweights, Lee. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, I think speaking about Little Richard, one of the best stories that I've ever heard about Little Richard, it was some documentary, I don't recall the name of it, talked about how influential he was, and you weren't getting on if you didn't have Little Richard's blessing.
No doubt.
And one of the stories that I heard was that the Beatles were supposed to come through. And he was supposed to, they're like, hey, listen to this band from England, give them your blessing, blah, 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 blah. Could you sign them, whatever? And Little Richard said, no, I don't want to do that. They sound too much. I think he said they sound too much like the Allman Brothers, something like that.
Right.
And then, of course, as we all know, the Beatles became the Beatles. And he always said that's one of his biggest regrets of his career. But that just goes to show how important he was. And then hearing about Betty Wright this morning, and I mean, even if I'm young as hell, and hearing Clean Up Woman for the first time, and I'm singing along like I know what that is, it's just such a great, huge. I think what a lot of people don't realize is how much of a great producer she was.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then, like you said earlier, Andre Harrell, new one of the pioneers, along with Teddy Riley, bringing in that new Jack Swing sound. Who didn't listen to Jodeci in high school? Who was not bumping Jodeci? Who's still not bumping?
Right.
Everybody bumping Jodeci. Just they say it comes in threes, and unfortunately, this was a very big three.
Absolutely. Stacey, like you said, you being a big music lover, just like I am, as we all are, let's talk about the legends, man, that we have lost. I know you got some thoughts on everything that's been going on.
Yeah, Andre Harrell was so young. What was he like? Was he 49 or 59? 59. Yeah, well, they're kind of old, but not that old. But he had so many songs. Like when I think about just all the shit that I liked from the East Coast when it was R&B, it all came from him. Last night when Jill Scott and them was doing a song, I think they said that the last one they did was "Cross My Mind" by Jill Scott.
Yeah.
And actually the sample, that same sample had been used so many times, and I think Biggie had used it once before. So I mean, he was very influential. And then he the one who told P. Diddy, hey man, get up off your ass. You got something. Go and get it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So a lot of folks didn't know him. He was like the baby face of the hip hop in the 90s.
No doubt. Like I said, Uptown Records, all the great artists that he's produced. And let's not talk about movies and TV. Also, he had a big hand in producing films and TV. He put us on to Halle Berry. Y'all remember that, Strictly Business?
He did.
He's the one that discovered Halle Berry and put her in her first movie, man. So the guy was a legend,
Didn't he also? I think he also was a producer for New York Undercover.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, good shit, ain't it?
Andre Harrell had his fingerprints on so many things, man, and inspired so many people. And he famously once fired P. Diddy from Uptown. You know what I'm saying? But he did that in order for Diddy to go ahead and shine, like you said, and do his own thing there. Absolutely.
Look here, not to cut you off, but when we talking about P. Diddy, P. Diddy used Betty Wright on some of the making the bands for voice training.
Mm-hmm.
So he had the cleanup woman clean them throats up, getting them calm things out their throats so they can get them notes together. Woo!
Yeah. Shout out to making the band. What was the first? Baps. First,
baby, that was good.
Baps.
Dylan.
Yeah, man. Brandon, man, you got some thoughts on what's going on? What's up, big?
Man, I had to get in the car, man.
Yeah.
I'm in a different environment right now, so I had to roll on out to the car. Yeah, listen, I got all different kind of backgrounds down. Yeah, but hey, how did he? It was it because they're probably gonna say it was COVID-19, but did they release a statement saying how he passed?
Regarding Andre Harrell, no statement on Andre Harrell as of yet. But like I said, a guy that was so young, man, just a genius. Yeah. Definitely. And then speaking of genius, Little Richard as well, the architect of rock and roll, one of the founding fathers, the man that said he never got respect, never got his credit, that was due. He passed away at 87 due to cancer and everything, man. What's you guys' thoughts on Little Richard, man? His impact on the music industry and what his legacy will be going forward, Lee?
Unfortunately, I think in passing, he finally is going to get his respect. Like I said earlier, we don't. I don't think a lot of people realize the amount of influence and impact that he had on rock and roll in the beginning, in those, mid-late 50s, when everybody was just so button-up conservative, and what he was just able to do to just kick the door down. It's a crazy. I don't think he's ever, awards for the most part shouldn't really be a big thing, but you are measured by the awards that you win. I'm not aware of him ever winning like a Grammy award or anything like that. But he had his hand in so many different things.
Absolutely. Stacey, you were doing a little tribute when we were previewing the show, man. Hit that Little Richard note one more time.
Man, that man would hit that shit so hard. You hear me? The Black Liberace.
Absolutely. Y'all remember that episode when he was on Martin as the exterminator?
Hell yeah. That man played the piano and killed all the rats, didn't he? That nigga was a rat killer.
No doubt, man. Like I said, I hope we don't lose any more legends. Like I said, it always comes in threes, the way these things go. But like I said, when they said Andre Harrell, when they said Little Richard, I knew it was one more coming.
Yeah.
Do you know what I was prepping for, though? In my mind, for some reason, I just knew they were going to say Frankie Beverly. I knew they were going to say Frankie Beverly had passed away this past weekend. If that happened,
I wouldn't have done the show today.
I wouldn't be here right now. That man is the soundtrack to my life. You hear me?
Not no motherfucker. I thought you were going to say Betty White. Not Betty Wright. Not Frankie Beverly. I thought you were talking about the Golden Gal.
No, hey.
About the Golden Brother.
Betty White, she ain't never leaving us, okay? Betty White is going to outlast us, okay? She ain't never leaving this earth.
She not outlast me, shit.
Nice.
I'm trying to live to be 100. Ugly.
She's a golden girl for real. Betty White is not going anywhere, people, okay? Absolutely, man. And speaking of, hopefully these two queens will never go anywhere, man. Erykah Badu, Jill Scott, the Versus battle last night. The Versus that's been very popular on Instagram for the last few weeks. Brought to you by Swiss Beats and Timberland. They did it again. Yeah. They put on another great Versus event. Jill Scott, Erykah Badu, all the neo soul hits, man, and the classics that we have, we've grown up to over the last 20 plus years with these two artists. And the way these two beautiful queens, the way they conducted themselves, the way they expressed and showed love to each other was something to behold, man. And Lee, it was over 750,000 people that tuned in to view that cultural moment, man. I know you were tuned in as well.
It was, I think what we really, unless it gets promoted otherwise, we really need to stop calling it Versus, because what happened last night was not a battle.
Right.
It was two best friends just dropping music, respect. I mean, it was it was very emotional, and I've seen both of them live in concert. So they powerhouses, but to just go out there and just like, you could feel the love just radiating out of the screen. You know what I mean? Like, right. You could taste it, you could grab it. It was
Absolutely
unbelievable. I loved it.
It was one of those moments.
I wish I could have recorded it. Like, that was one of those, like, it should have been, that's something that should have been recorded.
Absolutely. Like I said, you can go on YouTube right now if you guys haven't seen it yet. The Versus battle, Jill Scott, Erykah Badu. It was over 3 hours long, over 20 plus songs that each of them did, man, going through their catalog and just showing love. the way they did, man. And I got newfound respect for Jill Scott. She was always dope, but more so last night for her grace and elegance. I mean, both of them, but Jill Scott and that smile. I got a new crush on, man. I'm in love with Jill Scott. Brandon.
Just now?
Crushing on Jill Scott also.
Man, that should have been a long time ago, man. Everybody should have a crush, or at least used to have a crush on Jill Scott, man. But I know your crush was on Erykah Badu.
No doubt.
But that's something that I think I feel that we more often just to show, two black women showing love to each other, because there's so much hate in the world right now.
Right.
And last night is exactly what we needed, and to show how two black women can conduct themselves and show love for each other instead of hating on each other and shit. Because right now, that's what we need right now.
Absolutely.
We need love.
Absolutely.
Right now, because there's so much shit, and I would like to see a part two. Everyone loves Erykah Badu and they love Jill Scott, and we know that from karaoke. Every karaoke Saturday has always consisted of at least 2 Jill Scott songs and maybe 2 Erykah Badu songs.
Absolutely.
So, I think they should keep it going. So, I really enjoyed it.
No doubt. Stacey, man, like I said, I know you were tuned in with the rest of the black delegation.
I wasn't taking no phone calls and shit last night. It was good to me.
Beats me.
I was like, damn, one of my homeboys, he had hit me up last night, and I was like, man, I ain't talked to this man so long, but I ain't never seen these niggas do this together. I got to call him back. That shit was so good to me. I'm talking about, like, it was like the world needed that. Like, if you had some shit going on, it kind of made you like, wait a minute. At first, it took them a minute to start. I'm like, also, so Lauryn Hill is opening up for these people. Oh, okay, then. It took them a minute to get it cracking, and then they were doing the songs too damn long. I'm like, oh, y'all got too many songs to do the whole thing. Then they got it together,
Right.
It was like, it was great. Jill didn't want to stop. She is at home bored and shit. And when she said, I never been live before. I know you ain't, girl, because you don't want to stop. But it was so good. It was so damn.
It was dope. Like you said, man, it was so dope, so great to witness. This is a cultural moment in time, and then next week, Nelly, Ludacris versus battle. Who wins that? Well, first of all, okay, Jill Scott won this battle, even though they were both winners. Jill won, man. Like, Erykah may have more songs in her catalog, but Jill Scott songs hit harder to me. They connect more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Would y'all agree with that?
I mean, it depends on what type of person you are as far as like spiritually.
Right.
Because if you're into like in tune with yourself and things like that,
right,
and the sage and the that type of spirituality, then of course you're gonna be with Erykah Badu. But if you're more into like a soul type thing and loving type spirituality, like that, then you probably go with Jill Scott. And it just depends on, which one you like first.
No doubt. Yeah, absolutely, man. Let's open it up, man. Let's open it up. Like I said, we're going live. You'll be able to drop in on this, man. Share your thoughts on whatever we're talking about right now. And we got our first guest caller. Video caller of the night, my homegirl Carlisa. What's up with you, boo? What's going on?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hello.
We good.
All right, what's up?
Blessed over here, man. Carlisa, like I said, I know you're a big Jill Scott Badu fan. I know you were checking out everything. What were your thoughts about the battle last night?
I love their battle because they didn't make it about against each other. They actually embraced each other, supported each other, played each other's music.
No doubt.
And I love, and it's funny because Jill Scott at one point sat there dabbing her eyes. And then Erykah Badu and then said, I'm surprised you made it through this without crying. And before that, I'm like, she looks like she's about to cry, because she gets excited. It's not a sad cry when she cries. She just feels it in her soul.
Right.
She just gets happy and cries,
Absolutely.
But another part that cracked me up is when they were saying it was their last song, and Jill Scott played The Way.
Yeah.
And Erykah Badu said, "You dirty, dirty bitch." I got a kick out of that one.
Absolutely, man.
I got a kick out of that one.
Definitely. Like I said, both of them were winners. But Carlisa, I mean, it is a versus battle, per se. So, if you had to pick one, who hit harder last night? Jill Scott.
God, I hate to pick between the two of them because both. Right? I hate to pick between both of them, but Jilly from Philly, I gotta go up north.
There it is. I
gotta go up north, check on my girl, and all that. So, yeah, Jilly from Philly.
There it is. All right, Carlisa, look like you over there sipping on something good.
Oh, absolutely. It's Mother's Day. I gotta celebrate,
No doubt. Yeah, and I will be remiss.
Gotta celebrate,
Yeah.
Cheers.
Absolutely. Happy Mother's Day to you. And we appreciate you for, joining us, jumping in and giving Absolutely.
And all the mothers, happy Mother's Day.
There it is, man. Keep
Happy
Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
Stacey. All right.
All right now.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah.
I'm with her. I couldn't have picked.
Right.
Me neither.
Nah, I couldn't pick last night. It's just that Jill pull on your heartstrings a little bit, but Erykah she's a warrior. So when she spoke on and she was talking about how she had got introduced to the 5%ers.
Right.
And I am partial to the nation. So when she was talking about that shit, I was in here. That's what I'm talking about. Talk about the lessons. I'm all in here with her and shit. So I'm more of a Jill. I'm more of a Erykah person, but last night Jill did a thing.
Absolutely. Like you said, especially with two queens like that, you never really want to pit them against each other as far as who won, who lost. They both are essential.
Yeah.
They both are essential. Absolutely, man. But Nelly and Ludacris, we can pick between them. Who y'all think wins between Nelly and Ludacris next week?
Luda.
Nah, wait a minute. I really don't give a damn about that one.
Y'all not just gonna shit on Country Grammar. Y'all not gonna shit on Country Grammar, okay? Air Force Ones.
That's it, though.
I mean,
Nelly got some hits now.
Luda to me, Luda has just a much better flow. Like his use of English is really well, and also what I think he's in a talent side. He's way above in talent because he can act and everything. And I think that with a lot of hip hop artists, if they can act really well, that brings so much more to the table. Nelly, Nelly, but it's Luda.
Yeah.
So y'all saying Luda? Everybody going Luda.
Brandon said he don't care about damn one of them. I'm with him really. I don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going down, baby. Yo Street.
I mean,
in a Range Rover. Come on,
man. I would rather see Murphy Lee.
Those bars right there.
Child, no.
Even though Nelly. Murphy Lee? Come on now. The St. Lunatics.
I would rather have been Murphy Lee than Nelly.
Wow.
Just being honest.
That is so disrespectful, man. Matter of fact,
I don't give a damn.
That's gonna be our first poll question. We're gonna put it on our Essential as Fuck page on Facebook, man. We're gonna put the poll out there and let y'all chime in on who wins next week.
Right.
Nelly or Ludacris in the versus battle, man. Y'all sleeping on Nelly, man. I appreciate that, man.
I like Nelly, you know what I'm saying?
Drop down, get your eagle on, girl. Come on now.
Oh, I like that. My knee's so bad, but I can do it in the chair.
You nasty as fuck.
Nasty.
Hey, but you know what? You know what? I have everybody.
I can't hear.
He's not switching the phrase, and I'm thinking
this man here, man. We gonna have to mute your whole existence right now, Brandon. You are not essential right now.
It sounds like you on dial up and shit.
I know you on AOL, like.
Hey, you know what? I'm in Raleigh. That's why.
This man here. Hey, Brandon. Hey, you gotta come over my house and do the show from now
on. Man, what? Shit. Hey, I'll be in the bathroom.
But hey, it's live, man. It's live. You know what I'm saying? You never know what's gonna happen. We live right now, man. So hey,
you said a poll, right? You said a poll on Luda?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, we put the poll question out there coming up this week. Who y'all think wins next week between Nelly and Ludacris? Make sure y'all go like our page, Essential as Fuck, on Facebook. Once we get through with this live, man, share it amongst your folks. You know, let everybody get in on this new phenomenon known as the Essential AF podcast, because we taking over one show at a time, baby. Go subscribe on our YouTube channel, #Essential AF podcast on YouTube. We building those subscribers up. You know, we coming, man. Hell, we even gonna have sponsors coming up pretty soon also, man. You know, you wanna promote your business? Promote it right here on our show. We're growing. We want to help you grow your business as well, man. So make sure y'all hit us up. All my small business owners out there, whatever you got going on, you want to promote your business, we want to grow with you. So hit us up. You can inbox me, inbox any of my folks, and let's do it together. We're gonna help you grow. We all gonna grow together, man. Definitely. So make sure y'all like everything, man. Like, share. This is how we're going to do it. We're not going to hold y'all much longer. We got maybe one more topic, and then my guys, they're going to go in with their unpopular opinion AF coming up to end the show. But real quick, I wanted to touch on Ahmaud Arbery, you know, the shooting death that happened a few months ago. We touched on it in the last show down there in Georgia. There's been a new video that has come out showing a few minutes before his shooting, where he was running through the neighborhood and everything. And apparently they're saying there has been suspects as far as break-ins in the area. And they showed pictures of the suspect also. So Lee, I'm asking, does that change anything at this point in your mind as far as what happened? Or is it still basically a situation of JWB jogging while black?
It doesn't change anything. He legit was hunted and killed. You know, the reports, just like you saying that he was trespassing in some areas. Okay, when did trespassing mean you get killed? It doesn't. You know, it's I can't even really fathom it, because again, as a parent, you know, it's just like the Trayvon situation and everything that happened before. I have to worry and about my son just walking down the block and back. So I hope they finally arrested him, which is the first step. But you know, they arrested the moron that murdered Trayvon, and look what happened to him.
Yes,
it's I don't even know.
Right.
We know what's going on, but for it to, you know, hopefully, really, like, legit justice is done.
Absolutely, guys. Anybody, y'all want to chime in on that also, Brandon?
Shit, I'm just tired of people want to take the law into their own hands, you know, and basically with an arrest, it doesn't mean shit. I mean, basically what they're doing is just pulling our leg to make it seem like they're trying to, give us some justice, but we know it's not going to happen, you know, and that's just based on the color of the skin, basically. So they basically just wanted us to know that, hey, we're trying to do a job, but it's not going to be the outcome that we're looking for. You know, nothing's going to really change. You know, that's just how America is. And it's, you know, the only way that America will change is if the people who are actually racist and hate us decide to want to change. Otherwise, it's going to continue. But I don't think I can say it's get strapped up and protect yourself, because that's what it's coming to. You know, if it can be a civil war out here for all I care. But as long as you have your protection, protect yourself. You know, and when you out there jogging and, you know, things like that, you know, keep some on you, because there's people out there that want to hunt you like with animals, and that's how they see us as animals.
Right.
So, but all this praying and marching is not gonna do shit.
Right.
Because it's continuing to happen. You can march, marching is fine, but what is it gonna resolve? They're looking back at us. They look at those niggers marching, and they looking for the next target. So, like I said, protect yourself. Make sure you got some guns. Make sure you got bullets. And know how to shoot that motherfucker because it's about to go down.
Yeah, real quick, personally, I agree with what Brandon said because this weekend, I'm going to go and get certified. I'm going to go to a spot and get certified.
Wow.
And it's not because of this. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but it's really kind of just this culmination of everything that's happening with Corona and these shootings and stuff. It's time. And I've heard of some other places around the city that are doing it that are Black owned. Right. So I'm not saying go and buy a gun, but what I do believe is that everybody should know how to use one, know how to use and respect the weapon. So
no doubt.
That's what I think everyone should do.
No doubt. Hey, Stacey, Goody Mom tried to warn us, cell therapy. Who's that peeking in my window? Pow. And Lee, that may be a topic for the next show as far as gun certification, gun training, licensing. And we may talk about that on the next show. That's a good point right there. What you think about that, Stacey?
Oh yeah, I think that if you don't, because there's some folks who felons and they can't get licensed or something.
Right.
But everybody need to know how to shoot and shoot your damn target. You hear me? Don't be shooting everybody. Shoot who the hell you trying to shoot. Stop shooting these kids and shit. So I went off on something else. Right. But yeah, I do think that that if you're not going to be a gun owner, you should still know how to use one, and you should probably try to get you something. In regards to Ahmaud and them. I'm sick of the shit, honey. I don't want to get, go on a whole rant about it because you already know that shit ran me up so bad last week, honey. The other day when we talked about it, but that's something that, like he was saying, you got to protect yourself because that's something that has always gone on forever, and it's not going to change. Not all the police. You got a good group, I'm sure, because the ones that I know, they straight. They on the level. They don't want no trouble.
Right.
But these other motherfuckers, man, look, them niggas should have been pigs and ground up and ate as sausage in my day.
That's why
that's a rotten shit, ain't it?
That's why she
That's a rotten shit. They should have been a pig and ground up and ate as sausage.
Hey, that's why she's on this show right here, man. That's why you essential, man. We need your voice, man. That's why we do this show, basically, to give our point of view, perspective on how we see things going on in the world. Hey, man, listen, the show's almost over with. We got one more segment to get into, man. Unpopular opinion AF. We're about to get into that here in a moment. Make sure y'all go like, go share, tell everybody about the show. We about to blow up. We're doing big things, man. We're going to have some big time guests coming up in the future on our podcast as well. We just want to be informative and give you guys our voice and basically, because I feel like a lot of people are thinking the same things that we are and just don't have a format to express it on. And that's why we are Essential AF, man. And like I said, go like and share. Go subscribe right now on our YouTube channel. #Essential AF. And before you guys get into your unpopular opinion segment, can we shout out a new sponsor? What? Just right now.
Absolutely.
Right, while we were doing the show, we got a new sponsor.
Who is it, honey?
How good God is.
All the time.
All the time. We got a sponsor, man. Man, shout out my homegirl, Fatima Parks. She has her own cleaning service, man. It's called Absolutely Platinum Cleaning. We bring cleaning to life. She does residential and commercial cleaning also, man. So guys, y'all been around the house, y'all about to get out, once the quarantine and everything ends, man. I know y'all houses haven't been as kept as possible. So why not let my good friend Fatima Parks come to your house and clean up, man? She's already cleaned up for me, man. She does an outstanding job. Y'all can reach her Reach her at 901-679-4141. Like I said, she does residential and commercial cleaning, and she also has a website. You can reach her online. Absolutely Platinum Cleaning at Gmail, man. You reach her online, you can reach go to the email. That's where you can hit her up, man. AbsolutelyPlatinumCleaning.com. Absolutely Platinum Cleaning at gmail.com. Reach out to her, call her 901-679-4141. That's Absolutely Platinum Cleaning. New sponsors here of the Essential AF podcast. That was good, right?
It was some good shit.
Good.
I need to call her.
You're a professional. You're a professional, boy.
I've done this
good.
before. I've done this before. With no further ado, guys, let's go ahead. Unpopular opinions, how we'll close out the show. I'm going to give each of my folks here 2 minutes to go ahead and give their unpopular opinion. Let's start with Lee.
Hey, I know we talked about it in the first show, but if you have not been watching The Last Dance, the Michael Jordan documentary, it is incredible. Please check that out. And this is the thing that I love about it the most is even though he's still got his due, he's in the Hall of Fame, it is given much respect to the man, the myth, the legend, Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, okay.
He's a legend.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Ain't nobody standing in line to buy Dennis Rodman shoes. Get out of here. All right, Brandon. All right, let's go, Brandon.
All right, my unpopular opinion. I'm ready for the Crazy Bone and the DJ Paul versus that's will be coming up. You know, DJ Paul actually been going live every Saturday if y'all haven't been catching that. So if y'all want to, go back to the past and go down to your Mystic style, the ends and where the smoke clears and all that, he bringing all the classics on, each Saturday. But I don't know if y'all been watching the Glad, his name is Glad, interviews with Crunchy Black. But if y'all want to know about the boy Crunchy Black, he don't only dance, but the nigga a real gangster. He a real killer. And he was a bodyguard. You didn't know that, did you? So I'm on, I think video number 5 right now. So once I get back to the house, I'm going to catch up on that.
Yeah.
But Crunchy Black's my dog, though. That's my boy. I used to bring him videos at Blockbuster. That's my boy right there. So make sure y'all check that. Make sure y'all check that video out. Crunchy Black. It's I think 12 different videos. So I'm on number 5 right now.
Okay. I bet you didn't charge him a late fee at Blockbuster. I wish you would charge Crunchy Black a late fee.
Hey, man, that man stay getting them jumps free. Black.
Hey, and then last but not least, man, the queen of the show, Stacey Camille Twain.
Oh,
let's get it.
I don't really have too much, but what I wanted to do was, a lot of the people may not know about us and some things that maybe we have, some things that we share, like you just plugged Fatima's cleaning service. There may be some things that you do that I know Brandon is a designer or a graphic designer. Lee also teaches. I don't know if he's offering tutoring or if he's willing to assist if someone needs something, but I think it's cool to plug each other sometimes because you all may have some talents. Again, I know that people have questions and need help with papers and things like that. Lee thing is English. I don't know what else he knows, but I know that that's his thing. Jonathan is a motherfucking jack of all trades and master of most. Master of most. He can do a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But he is the club promoter extraordinaire. So, and then radio. So we all have some things too. So if you all are on the live, I think that you should plug what you have. If you have a business or if you have something, plug your business. Someone on there may need something or anything. So that's just my thing. It's not unpopular, but while we're asking people to view us, let's view them also. Yeah, we might need something. I know I'm always looking, so all of us kind of, we share.
That.
Yeah. So.
Wow.